Hello, this video is going to show you how to enter a submission into the Abstract Studio application developed by Enterning Corporation. On the main login page, the user has three choices. Starting from the bottom, you can search and see if you exist in the database. You can reset your password. If you know your login and password, enter it in the fields provided, and then click on the Submit button to enter. Now we're on the profile verification page. Required items have an indicator beside them, and read-only items are grayed out, and if changes need to be made, you need to contact the administrator to do so. If you don't have to make any changes to this, you would just click on the No Changes Continue button. Otherwise, make your desired changes, then click the Submit Changes button to continue. We're now on the Submissions homepage. To enter the submission, we'll go ahead and click on My Proposals. Select the event we want to submit to from the drop-down provided. Where now we'll see the event text, and at the bottom below that we'll see available submission forms. Click the Submit New button for the form you want to submit. Now on the submission form, you would start out by entering your title of your submission. Note the character counter is keeping track of the number of characters. Spaces do count. Also note that the spell check for the browser is working. Underlined items would be indicated to be misspelled. Make corrections as required. Work your way down the form and answer the questions to the best of your ability. Required items will have an asterisk beside them indicating that it must be answered. You can copy and paste information that's been previously saved in a Word document into any open text or WYSIWYG editor type boxes. You just copy it from your document, place your cursor in the field where you want to place it, and then paste it. Now we'll just continue moving on down through the form, answering some questions, and we're at the end of this, we're just going to save it so we'll be able to come back in and answer any blanks or change anything that we want to. Once you get down to the bottom of the form, you'll see an instruction set that is going to explain the difference between saving or submitting for review. The bottom line is submitting for review will lock your application and you won't be able to make any changes to it. Saving it will allow you to come back in, answer any unanswered questions, and make any additional changes. In this case, we're just going to save it. The next step is to select a role for yourself with this presentation. In this case, we'll select Presenter. However, if I was submitting on behalf of somebody else, I could choose the Submitter Only role. Save the change when you're done. Now that we're added to the submission, we have our role. We can now add additional co-presenters. Click on the Search for Member button to do this. This opens up the search window where then you can enter their first and or last name and their membership ID if you know it. In most cases you can enter just the last name and then click on the Search button. Follow the instructions that are at the top. In this case, we're going to select the person that exists in the database and then click the Continue to Role selection to add them. The Save button is still red because we've not chosen a role for them yet. So click on the co-presenter and then click on the Save button to add them. Once that's done, if you scroll down, you'll see that they are added right beneath the presenter. You can now send them an email to notify them that they've been added to your submission. You can also add additional notes or message in the text box provided and then click the Send button. Click the Return Participants list when you're done. You could add additional co-presenters, or finished adding participants takes you back to the main submissions page. Now that we're back on the main submissions page, let's cover the information that you see. You see the submission ID, and you see the title of your submission. You can see the status that it's in. You can see the date that you've entered it. Also your contributor or participant list. You'll see who we've added so far. If you want to delete your submission, you would click that X. And the next area we'll cover is to upload supporting documentation. So to use the upload utility, you click on the upload icon, which opens up the window. You'll navigate to where you have your file stored that you want to upload into the system. You can see the different file types there in the window that are acceptable. Go ahead and click on the one you want to use. Choose the upload or category, in this case manuscript, and then click the upload button to complete the action. You can see the upload manuscript type, the revision number, the file number, when it was uploaded, and who uploaded it. On the left side you'll see a little trash can icon, and you use this if you want to delete the uploaded document. This does not delete your whole submission. Close that window when we're done. Once again, we're on the main submissions page. If you want to make any changes to your contributors or co-participants, you click on the icon there, which takes you back to this page where you can make your changes. You can remove participants by clicking the remove button. You can search for new members to add more people to your submission. If you want to make any changes to existing participants in your submission, click on their name, which pulls them up to the Edit Participants area, where you can update their roles, add additional roles, remove roles, or whatever the case may be. Once you're done, you would click Save, or if you're done, you click Finished Adding Participants. Once again, we're back on the submissions home, and let's edit this submission. So we'll click on the title of it, and we'll roll down through this, review our answers. Any changes we want to make, we can make at this point, answer any required questions, and then we would scroll down to the bottom, and then we would click on the Submit New button in order to get this considered for conference. Once again, we'll have a chance to review our participants. We'll click the Finished Adding Participants, and now note the submission is now in submitted status. You have now a submission date, and your submission title is locked and it's pending review. If you needed to make any changes to that in the future, you'd have to notify the administrator to ask them to unlock it. Let's take a look at how to print your submission. Click this printer icon beside the submission you want to print. That'll call up a window which will show you your submission. You'll see the answers are in green. Right-click in the middle of the window, which will pull up the menu items. Choose Print, and that sends it off to your printer. Once you're done on this page, you can go ahead and close the window by clicking the small X at the top. And that completes the process for this submission. If you wanted to do an additional submission, you would just click on the next Submit New button and continue. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, or requests for additional videos or training, please feel free to contact us at info@ensync-corp.com or call us at 817-335-7962 extension 1. Thanks, and have a great day.